Wisdom and Wealth is a women's empowerment conference. We have decided to bring women from different parts of the world, starting with the US to the UAE, to look at global expansion, look for collaboration, and create a synergy among women for them to step into industries where they've never stepped in before, to go where they've never gone before, to do business where they've never even thought of doing business before. We are creating a whole new different footprint in business for women.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking one question. UAE is very good country and giving the very freedom is women. And what is your target? Which kind of countries targeting women, and which kind of the housewife and professional and everything you target?
So it's all about a woman with a vision. If we have women with ideas that they are looking for someone to help formulate that. You know, whether she's a housewife that wants to start a business, whether it's a businesswoman that wants to expand in other countries, whether it's someone who's interested in an industry and she's looking for a business investor, we are creating a pipeline, a connectivity, a thread, if I may say, for women with the wisdom and wealth. When you think of wisdom and wealth, you must have wisdom in order to be wealthy. So we are formulating a pathway where we are getting that knowledge, that wisdom from different people, like Dr. Abu, from Dr. Hawa. As we come together, we are masterminding an opportunity and a platform for women everywhere.
My name is Rajesh. I'm from Leading News. My question is, how much the response you get from the conference?
Say again?
How much you get response from the conference?
How much response? The responses have been amazing. This is my first, it's an inaugural conference. First, let me say, the Washington representatives that have coming, the global ambassador saying yes and bringing her network of women was amazing. But coming here and being greeted by a number of officials, business partners, dignitaries that have known Dr. Abu that said yes and came into the room to meet us, who they haven't met, don't know anything about us, speaks to the fact that they are curious about who we are and what we've done. And I will say they are quite pleased after today's conference.
Right. I would like to ask a question from the global ambassador who said, Karen, so what made you come over in Dubai and what have you experienced so far different from the other countries that you visited here? What's the impact?
First of all, I love Dubai. I love the people here. I feel at home. I wanted to come to expand myself, to learn and spend time with amazing women who had conquered in their lives business, families, loss, and were sharing their stories. And I knew that the women in the U.S. needed to hear their stories. Today, we were so honored with Dr. Hawa sharing her story. And when I returned to my hotel, so many women shared that the words today impacted them and gave them that extra push that they can do what's possible. And so part of Suzette's vision and this inaugural conference is for women to uplift each other, to push each other, to say that the sky is the limit, and if you fall, there's someone here in the tribe that's gonna lift you back up.
Yes.
So today you are very busy day. Actually, so many people connected you. And if you are successful in UAE, what is your target in the other countries?
Well, you know, I think it's about understanding what synergy looks like. So if there are women that want us to come to Saudi Arabia, we're absolutely there. It's all about the synergy. It's all about understanding who has the desire to stretch themselves, to move. You know, we don't want to just go to a country where women just want to come and socialize, but to understand the strategic impact that is required of these women. What is their ask? What do they need? And why hasn't someone opened the door for them? I founded this Wisdom and Wealth because no one was opening the door for the women the way that the men were able to come in. And I think because they really didn't understand the dynamic of, as Dr. Abu says, if I open my refrigerator and I look in there, what could I sell? And I think that that is where I think about, it's not about the country, but it's about the need. For now, we will look at Dubai as one of the hubs, but who knows? It could be Saudi, it could be Singapore, it could be anywhere that we vet and understand that we want to push the needle globally for women.
Women empowerment is very good is vision. And what time you are coming thinking you are going outside and so many women together and helping and everything?
What time will I be thinking?
When did the idea come?
When did the idea? Oh my goodness, it was a conversation that started during COVID over dinner and some wine with my dear friend here, talking about this unction that I had, and then talking about the strategy and, you know, just getting input and mentorship from Dr. Abu in terms of what is the business impact, and, you know, seeing Dr. Hawa as a woman here in the UAE and the impact that she has, and how does one emulate that same type of ebb and flow, and really not just doing a conference for the sake of a conference, but really having a direct outcome for women to know what will be the next step, and to partner with, I would say, organizations that can provide that. I think we all want to see through the lens of what does that look like? What does that look like? And I think a Proberty, you know, Hadarat Global, companies that can help us formulate that is what is most helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Howard, we have a question to you. Wafa, go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Howard, yes, I just want to ask you in general context. Can you tell us that you know the audience here? Can you tell us the significant role of the Emirati women and cultural sustainability?
So I think that's a very vast question. However, if I had to actually zone in, when we talk about sustainability, we as women should know everything about sustainability from the day that we have been put into position to manage a home. We've learned how to be sustainable in the home, whether we are corporate or business or even a housewife. And I think sustainability starts right from there. If anybody saves money in a home, it's a woman. If anybody knows how much to spend, it's a woman. And that is why to put women in positions in finance is where a lot of lack is, because we don't know how to trust it. And I promise you, put a woman in an operational perspective in an actual business, and you will see how that business can thrive with sustainability. Part of what we are doing, and the partnership that I'm very glad that we are working with Suzette on creating this ecosystem, is finding the right resources for sustainability, whether it be green sustainability, whether we are talking about renewable energy, whether we are talking about empowering women, and I just, in fact, let me remove the word empowering women. Women are empowered.
We are empowered. Exactly.
We don't need women empowerment.
Exactly.
Women are already empowered. What we need to look at is how do women work with the challenges that they have in order to ensure that sustainability is maintained.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Today, you are together as Miss Universe, three Miss Universe. What is your contribution from your side?
Well, first I gotta say I'm the luckiest man sitting here. I know, right? So, you know, my contribution is directions, you know, because they already have a plan. They already know what to do, okay? So it's like they were building a car. They had the mind to set up the factory. They have the mind to put all the pieces together. I just paved the road, so they have a place to drive it. That's what I did, all right?
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much.
Suzette, your last parting words to the audience. What can you say? When can we expect you coming back here in Dubai?
Well, I will be back, absolutely. I will be back ready and with more of a strategic impact, because now I know the playing field. I just need to bring the players and begin the game.
Good.
That's correct. Because
All
you
right.
know everybody here now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
so
Thank you. Thank you.